things that I left unsaid.
Hello everyone, this is FantasyEsque and welcome back to Vampire Amazon with the Salazar Coven. When we left off in the previous episode, we were just following along with our ladies, trying to prepare for our trip to the Granite Falls, which we will be doing pretty soon over here by getting some of the skills up for our ladies, getting our alchemist to prepare some potions for us that we might need on the trip, because as we know, Lady Ursula and Lady Marigold are not going to be accompanying us to Granite Falls in our holiday home that the vampires have over there. Now, as well as this, we have been trying to figure out some of the, I guess not story points, but how we're going to use certain mechanics going forward, like for example using the immortal potion, which a lot of you are very excited about. So I will be touching on that while we play today, but without further ado, let's jump into it. We have Lady Freya, who has summoned Lady Marigold, Little Oriana, and Princess Isadora to play cards with her, because she's been wanting to win a game for a while, and also I think to help patch up some of her relationship with the others. Interestingly enough, she doesn't have a very good relationship with Oriana, and I feel like that's because Oriana just feels very intimidated by her. And she also, for reasons that we are already familiar with, doesn't like Lady Marigold very much, I think. So hopefully we'll be able to patch all of these up, or maybe even improve their relationship slightly while they play. But I do have some pretty fun discussion points for you guys while we go ahead and watch these ladies kind of jump into business. Marigold, you look very sinister over there. Very sinister. So I think MedKing12690 was the one who said that maybe Oriana has some slight depression. And the reason for that, well, her mother kind of got taken away from her as soon as she came into the castle. She's the only child here, so she's probably very intimidated by the vampires. And basically what's been going on over here, everything's just added up and amounted to the fact that she doesn't know how to navigate life around in this cutthroat world. I mean, for reasons she is not even aware of, her mother kind of just left her. And so she's either suffering from, abandonment in her own eyes, or she has her mother who's been kicked out for some very vicious reasons that's been being kept secret, and it seems as though a lot of the ladies have secrets. So that must be very terrifying for her. Some of the older girls in her generation she's managed to befriend, but she's still, I think, very intimidated by the older vampires. I mean, Lady Freya, Lady Ursula, Athena, pretty much everyone and even Persephone. Wow. So I thought this is the first time I've seen a kid dislike the broodmother. They typically are very close with them. But it seems as though she doesn't even get along well with Persephone. And I wonder why that is. Is that something that has developed later, or was this always the case? Regardless, she doesn't get along well with anyone. Any of the vampires, and I see Zora out the window, any of the vampires in the previous generation. Which is not cool. So I think she's very lonely and terrified of a lot of things. And we figured out previously that she couldn't sleep because of the monster under her bed. It's just been a tough life for her. Even though she is a very cheerful sim, I think that's partly the reason why her inner struggles are probably overlooked a little bit. And MedKing12690 was the one who brought this to my attention. I feel as though because we've been focusing so much on the princesses and all those kind of things, we overlook the fact that Oriana may have some other issues emotionally and mentally going on, other than, just having to fight off the monster under her bed, which may actually be a metaphor for kind of her internal self. So that's actually something interesting to think about. Now, another thing, is she going to have a bit of a chat with the queenie? Maybe. Freya, why don't you head on down and play a game with someone? Nope. No one's downstairs. Maybe you can come back and continue playing. Freya, I feel as though you should come back here. Let's fly there as a bat. She's taking some time to ease off, but she hasn't won a single game, and that's something she really wants to do. So let's go ahead and who else? We'll get Oriana, Isadora, and Princess Zelda. So there we go. She'll play with these guys. Now, I'm going to quickly jump over to Lady Marigold, because in the previous episode I said that, who knows, whether it's Marigold or future alchemists, they might start using the potion of immortality or age freeze, which is going to make them pretty much immortal. And they don't ever have to take part in the fire tribute because their age is always out of sync due to the fact that they are mortals. So they would pretty much live on forever. Now, I know a lot of you guys seem to be on board with that idea and are very excited to make Marigold specifically a immortal. Now, the thing is, while I, under certain circumstances, may not mind that potion being used, and I could see it as a very interesting and fun plot point, I don't want to just give the potion of immortality to just any alchemist. And I was struggling with that idea, and I was wondering, how do I go about doing this in a way that makes it so that I don't feel is being cheaty? And someone actually came forward with some pretty interesting points. I think it was Pandorum that said, maybe what I could do to make it feel as though I'm not being cheaty is that you only award the potion of immortality to an alchemist who has mastered 2 branches of magic. That includes alchemy, so alchemy and some other branch of magic. And they have become friends with the queen, so that they can get the queen's permission to become immortal. And I thought, you know what? I actually love that idea, because it might not be Marigold. It could be her, but it might be someone else. And it's not me choosing who becomes immortal. They have to prove themselves and the fact that they are talented in magic and that they should live an immortal life so that they pretty much won't be a burden or a threat. They'll kind of help us out in some way or sense. Now, I was also thinking along those lines, Rowan, this looks very odd that you are grinding the queen. Does someone want to move? No one? Okay, no. The queen's just going to be grinded on like that. Well, leaving that aside, like I was saying, I was thinking, well, if we have an immortal alchemist, I really like my characters changing over time, so I wouldn't want to keep them in the castle after they became immortal. And I was thinking maybe it might be a fun idea to replace the Glimmerbrook ambassador with the alchemist so that they could take over training for the youngsters and raise the youngsters and kind of, you know, be the mantle of knowledge, those kind of things. And then I'm pretty sure, again, it was Met King 12690 who added to that idea that I was, you know, kind of brewing up in my mind and said that we should have a mother of magic who pretty much is the one who holds classes for the kids, you know, like, yeah, curse classes, and teaches them how to hone their magic skills, how to learn broom riding, and all these other cool things. Takes them on field trips to the magic realm. Have someone who does all of that, and the immortal alchemist can take on that role. And I was thinking that's actually a really cool idea, so I kind of want to go ahead and combine the suggestions I got from Pandorum and Met King 12690, and what I want to do is that in the future, once an alchemist masters 2 branches of magic, so once they have 2 familiars, and they befriend the queen, they can drink the potion of immortality, and then they will be given the title of Mother of Magic, and they will be moved out to the Glenbrook Embassy, and they will become not the ambassador per se, but they will replace the ambassador as the Mother of Magic. And they'll be in charge of raising the alchemist kids, but also training them. And we will make sure that they are in our rotation so that when we play with them, we can do all those fun things, like have broom riding classes, go on field trips to the magic realm, play with the kids, build their magic up, and those kind of things. And then whenever we have an alchemist, so we'll have to have another alchemist come in as a royal alchemist in the castle itself. I don't want an immortal alchemist at the castle. And I think that's what we might do. I think that would actually be a very fun way to go about things. And then, over time, if we start having a lot of our immortal alchemists living for a long time, then what I might do is eventually establish a separate residence where, for example, if we have, for example, a royal alchemist who becomes the second immortal, then they might move out and replace the Mother of Magic that's currently in Glimmerbrook, and that Mother of Magic will become a sage. And we will have that sage move to another residence, which can kind of become like a council of elders for the spellcasters, that all the spellcasters go ahead and visit for advice and all those kind of things. So, like a spellcaster council almost, or a sage council. I think that would actually be really, really fun. But guys, let me know what you think about all of those deliberations. Yes, I know I talked your ear off for quite a bit, but those are the things I was thinking of, and I think they're actually some pretty fun ideas that you guys have been helping me to develop. So I'm excited to see them come into play now that we have those lined up. I won't feel as bad about my alchemists becoming immortals, because I'll feel as though they're becoming immortals for a reason. But okay, how you guys going? Oh. Yep, she's giving the queen a foot massage. But it doesn't seem as though she's managed to win a game. Now, what's this? It says clever play. Has she not won a game? I don't know. She hasn't won a game yet. Why are you not winning a game, darling? I want you to win a game. Let's come down here. She's been playing in the library for a while. Let's get her to come on down and play here. See if we can get anything going for her. Who can we grab? Marigold and Oriana? Let's try... Oh, wait, hold on. We can get Ursula as well. Let's get Oh, jeez. I was trying to get all of you guys. Can I only play with 2 of them? Okay, fine. We'll do Oriana and Ursula. Marigold, she's coming on down as well, though. Coolio. So play with 3 of them. I guess even if she doesn't win that, this is kind of helping us improve our relationships with everyone, so that's pretty good. Like, all around. Everyone who takes part in these games, that's kind of why I love them so much, and I get excited whenever my Sims have a whim for it, is because that kind of fixes everyone's relationship around the table. From playing these card games with each other. Probably helps them understand their way of thinking a little bit more. So that's pretty fun. And yep, it is the winter escape today, which means when we get that notification around 6 a.m., we will be heading out to our holiday home. So that should be pretty fun. I thought maybe we would have to wait until the next episode, but I guess not. Oh, someone just got logic level 5. I didn't realize playing card games got your logic level up. Apparently it does. That's actually really cool. I didn't realize that. Well, that's great for Oriana, because that's gonna help her out with, yeah, I mean, she's supposed to be a scholar when she's a bit older. And I'm so sorry, kiddo. Her blood is low, hunger and social. Doesn't this help with social? I feel like this should help with your social. Freya, if you don't win this time around, I don't know who can help you. How high is your logic skill? See, you and Lady Ursula are completely maxed out, so you guys should win the game. It should be between you 2. Look at Ursula's face. I flippin' love it. I love it. This is good. They're spending time together with these 2, because Marigold and Ursula are going to be staying back. They're not going to come with us to the holiday home. But Marigold's been working very hard. She has made a bunch of potions for the queen. Look at that. She's got all these potions lined up that she's going to give over to the queen so that the queen can kind of hand them out to the vampires when need be while they're at their holiday. And it's going to be little Oriana's birthday in a day. So tomorrow is her birthday. She's going to be aging up into a teen, which should be quite exciting. I can't wait to see what her trait's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if she turned out gloomy, but I'm very excited to see what her traits, her next trait is going to be. And look, Freya and Ursula became good friends from this game, so that's awesome. But I can't wait for that, honestly. That's going to be so exciting. We're going to have a makeover to look forward to. And all those good things. What was that? Marigold. Marigold. You have such a sinister laugh sometimes, honey. This game seems to be going on for pretty long, doesn't it? Pretty long. What did she want to do? Oh yeah, she wanted to fish for compliments. Can you guys chat while you play the game, I wonder? You guys still going? She's still going. Let's try and fish for compliments. From Lady Ursula. Oh, but then we have to get off the table. So, oh well. Who won? Who lost? You guys are still going? Okay, so it's between these two. I think the others have lost the game. Ariana? Are you going to tend to your needs? Darling, please tell me you are. Who won the game? Did you win the game? Who won the game? Okay, I feel like something's up with their whims. I don't know if it's all their whims, but it must be the priestesses, because I've gotten her to play several games. She's had some moodlets to do with the cards, but I mean, that means she should have won that game because everyone else pulled out early, but it says she has clever play. So I'm just going to cancel this and say that we completed that whim for her. Ursula, she really wants to drink a glass of nectar. So I'm going to take her up. We're going to go over to the shop, to the bar, and we are going to make herself a drink. Let's make a drink, see what we can grab. She wants some nectar. Let's get the Haunt Estate one. There we go. Matches her hair and her dress to an extent. Probably more her dress than her hair. Maybe a combination of the two. So she's going to go grab herself a drink before they all get ready to leave. Actually, she's not the one leaving, is she? Yeah, that's fine. She's going to grab herself a drink. And while she's doing that, Lady Marigold, who is currently relieving herself, is going to come on out and try and fish for some compliments from the Queen. So let's go ahead, fish for compliments from the Queen, see what the Queen has to say. Maybe the Queen's going to compliment you on the fact that you have all these potions ready. Or maybe she, wants to impress the Queen by saying, look, I prepared all these potions for you. Now you don't have to worry about a single thing when you go off. How's that going to go? Yep. Well, the Queen seems delighted. The Queen seems impressed, so that's pretty cool. Okay, we'll leave you guys to it. And oh no, honey. Ursula, let's come here and grab yourself a drink. Come on. You want to get some nice... Oh, you know what? Let's price it. Actually, do we want to price it or do we want to level it? I think we want to level it more than anything. Let's go ahead and wait. Didn't I say I wanted the Haunt Estate one? Where is it? Yeah. Come on. Let's go. There we go. She was kind of stuck for a second. She's gonna go grab some of this. And I have been thinking, guys, about when I want to end this series because I feel like we could end the generation very quickly with the way things are going. And regardless of when, I feel like Wisteria might be ready while we're at the holiday home in Granite Falls. I think she'll get ready very quickly. But actually, she still has to practice with Ursula, so she won't be able to do that until she comes back. And then when we come back, we still have some time. So I've been thinking, I don't think I want Wisteria to challenge the Queen until after Isadora's birthday, when Isadora turns into an immortal. I don't want to go ahead and challenge her after, so either exactly after Isadora's birthday, or I might wait until the royal studies before we get Wisteria to challenge the Queen. I think that's a point in time that I'll feel comfortable kind of wrapping this series up. Otherwise, I feel like, we're not on a time crunch like I've said a million times beforehand, and also I don't want to have, teens and kids when I'm before I transition or when I'm in that transition period. I want to try and have as many of the kids grow up before we end the season, because at that point we'll have a teenage scholar, and then I also am probably going to be moving Isadora out of the castle, so she is going to become the castle keeper for Castle Sheba. So she's gonna have to move out. And I don't want her to move out as a teen because I want to be there for her birthday and her aging into an immortal and her makeover and stuff. So I want to move her out when she becomes an immortal. So for that reason, I probably will wait until a royal study. So let me know what you guys think about that. That's where my mind's at. I feel like that should be a good time. Okay, look, her little whim kind of happened nicely, and so did Marigold's. I don't know what was up with Freya's. Well, regardless, I think that we can give the queen all the potions that this miss has. So let's give all the potions to the queen, and now the queen is going to arrange for everyone to head off to Granite Falls. So let's go ahead and take a vacation. We're going to bring with us Isadora, Sol, Lady Freya, Oriana, Wisteria, Rowan, Zelda, and that's about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can invite up to 7 Sims. So, coolios. We'll invite these guys. We'll leave the warrior and the alchemist behind. And there we go. I'm quite excited. I'm probably going to keep us there for 2 nights, maybe? 2 days? 2 days, perhaps? We'll do 2 days, and then we can kind of wait and see. And this is our holiday home, the Nightshade Vampire Manor. So let's jump on through over there. And we'll stay for 2 days. And if we're still in the middle of Oriana's birthday party, we can extend our stay. So there we go, and that's going to cost us 9,000. But of course, we have plenty of moolah, so no need to worry about that. But okay, let's get going. I'm excited. This is the first time this season we're actually going to the holiday home. And I don't know if we did this. I'm pretty sure we did this in the previous generation. But this is the first time in this generation we're actually heading out to the holiday home. So that should be pretty fun. It's been a while. Typically, we used to come here for Vamp Fest. And we don't have any Vamp Fest thing going on, but the winter escape, just, you know, the ladies taking a bit of time to get away from everything. They don't have a particular celebration or anything going on, but oh my goodness, guys, it is cold, it is late. Why don't we can we call? No, we cannot. I was gonna say, can we call them here? But we can't. Okay, why don't you guys actually go and get dressed in your winter wear, because it is so cold. And we don't typically get to see them in their winter wear, do we? Well, we get to now. So let's get everyone to get changed so they don't freeze to death. Okay, here we go. They have all sorts of cute winter wears. So we'll get to see that. And for the princesses, I'll get these done for you. Okay, Zelda. Here we go. Isadora, my darling. And then Oriana, super quick. Where are your outfits? There we go. Excellent. So everyone's going to get changed so that they are a little bit warmer. Although now they're all burning in the sun, so I should probably get them to go inside, shouldn't I? I should definitely get them to go inside. Oriana, how you going? Did you pee yourself? No? Yes? Oh, I think she peed herself. Oh, you poor kid. Okay, everyone's heading on inside, I hope. So let's not waste any time. It is the morning, so we should probably head on in. Let's see. Oriana, why don't you go and grab some food? Is there anything to eat? You know what? They could hire some staff because this is their holiday home. So, a vegetarian caterer. Well, we don't need a vegetarian caterer. Yeah, we're just going to get them to hire a caterer. Excellent. So, someone should be cooking for us in our holiday home. And let's see. Isadora is heading on inside. Oriana's going inside, I think. Zelda is heading on inside to dance. Yep. Okay, these ladies are going on in. And this holiday home is also a bit special because it has some technology that they are not used to having. And where is the queen? Where the heck is the queen? Oh, look at how badass the queen's winter wear looks. I mean, look at this, guys. Queenie, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Look at how badass the queen looks. hold on a second. See, we don't get to see this enough. We don't get to see this enough. Look at that. Doesn't the queen look like a flippin' queen? I flippin' love it. She looks so cool. I think the red and black makes a really awesome combo on her. And her daughter is not very far off. I mean, Isadora's themes as well. It's very much like her mother. Look at this. You know what? I don't feel like we get to see their outfits enough. They have some really cool outfits, but we don't see them in these varieties enough. I need to, you know what? I'm going to actually try going forward, like in the next generation, to actually have holidays that require them to be in certain outfits, like certain categories, so that we can see all of the amazing outfits that we have lined up for them. Because I don't feel as though we see them enough. Like, this is the first time I've probably seen all of their winter wears, which, hey, isn't very cool. But, okay. I think now that everyone's here in their holiday escape home, do you guys remember? This is exactly where we used to have a little vamp fest, and we'd get Lady Ambrosia, and then later on, who was after that? I think we had Lady Kennedy. I'm not sure who we did. I don't know if Kennedy did Generation 2's vamp fest, if she hosted, or if it was Lady Swan. But do you guys remember when Lady Ambrosia used to tell stories around this place about... was it Elena? I think about Elena Cavadore and how she betrayed the queen and those kind of things. Do you remember when we had those times? Weren't they fun? And I don't know if it's just me, but I feel as though typically we almost always come here towards the end when we're about to transition like generations, or we're about to have one of the princesses level up enough to challenge the queen. I feel like it's kind of almost like a ritual that happens without me knowing. But okay, since we don't actually have like a vamp fest storytelling ritual to do, I'm just gonna put the whims in for these ladies and see what they want to get up to. This is kind of like a downtime for them where they don't have to worry about the queendom and all those kind of things. They just get to focus on themselves and recover a little bit. And oh, she's having some food over here. Well, we have a caterer who's gone ahead and made some food. What's this? Oh my goodness, is that a tentacle? Oh my goodness, okay. Or is that okay, that's a toy. For a second I was like, why is there a tentacle next to our food? Okay, we've got some French toast. I'm gonna put the French toast in the fridge so that we can get Oriana to eat that when she's hungry. But let's put in some of their whims and see what they want to get up to. They could train, but I feel as though this is the time where we shouldn't worry about training unless they want to. I'm not going to force them to do anything or impose anything on them. I want the winter escape to literally be an escape where they can do whatever they want. And look at Zelda being so nice. She's cleaning up little Oriana's kind of thing. So Oriana wants to meet someone new, play in the rain. Is it raining? I thought it was snowing. It's snowing, but it's not raining, honey. It's not raining. We'll get rid of meet someone new. Have a snowball fight. You know what? Why not? She wants to have a snowball fight. That must be very fun. And plus, they live in the desert, so they never get to see snow. This is probably the first time our Generation 4 ladies have actually seen snow. And we'll send Oriana to sleep properly. And then when she wakes up, she might be able to play snow with the priestess or the queen. If it's the daytime, or if it's the nighttime, we might get to play with some of the younger ladies. Okay, Isadora wants to go ahead and be mean to Lady Freya. Why do you want to be mean to your aunt? I don't get it. I just don't. And their relationship was kind of improving. A little bit. Because of them playing together, like playing cards and stuff, but I don't know, maybe Isadora, she either doesn't like the fact that I personally feel that her aunt is spending her time training her sisters, that, or she looks down on her aunt. I think it's more the fact probably that she looks down on her aunt for losing, because Freya is actually older than Queen Athena, but she lost the challenge to Queen Narcissa. So then it went to Athena, and then Athena won. So I think Isadora, as someone who's probably a little bit ambitious, and she's, you know, starting to pick up her pace with training because she wants to make sure she's ready in case a chance to get the crown comes to her, kind of like how it did with Athena. I think she actually looks down on Freya for being older and still losing. I don't think Isadora sees how you can lose, possibly. So, that's kind of interesting, but I feel like maybe that's what's going on over there. We even see a lot of the times when she's asking for training, she never really goes to Freya, she goes to Athena most of the time. So, there we go, that's actually fascinating. I will let that be a thing if that's what they want. As for Zelda, who doesn't seem to get along very well with Ursula, she has a whim for Ursula, and I'm very curious to see if it's a negative one or a positive one. Stargaze! Okay, I will definitely put that down. Maybe Zelda has started coming to a bit of an understanding about Ursula. It's either that, or she wants to get on Ursula's good side all of a sudden. Well, it's not all of a sudden, but they had she was getting a bit cocky, I think. But maybe she's starting to realize that at the end of the day, Ursula still has a bit more ability than I do. It might be wise for me to befriend her, spend some time talking to her and learning some of her skills or powers or tips and tricks that may help me when it's time for me to train against her, if it ever comes to that. So that's intriguing. I will totally let that be a thing. And looks like we've got some fruit parfait kind of hidden away there, so let's pop that in the fridge as well. And now I've got some pancakes. I probably shouldn't be emptying the counters because I think he's gonna just keep cooking. Why don't we dismiss him? Can we dismiss him? Isadora, let's go. How do we dismiss this dude? Let's ask to leave, because we are done with his services. Thank you very much. You can head off now. So we'll say goodbye to him. Can't you just bat down? No? Why did I think she could bat down? She doesn't seem to have the bat abilities. Well, that's my bad. And oh, that makes me so happy to see the twins getting along with each other. I rarely ever see them talking to each other happily. They're always competing. Oh, that makes me so happy. Doesn't Rowan look like an older sister of theirs or an older cousin? She's not related to them, I think, but doesn't it look that way because of their hairs and how the pastel's really close in color? Isadora looks very different from her sisters. It almost doesn't seem as though they're sisters. I guess the aesthetic is very different. Her sisters are light and bright, and she's all dark, almost like her mother. So there we go. We've got that going on with them. Zelda, we've already checked you out. And Wisteria, what do you want to do, Wisteria? Wisteria wants to become energized. Okay, so she's wanting to get her fitness skill up, probably. I think being in this environment, being in a different environment, seeing the snow and all of those kind of things, you know, experiencing the cold, which they don't really get to do in the desert. I think that's kind of empowered her a little bit and gotten her excited for the possibilities in life and her role and the fact that this all is a sign, you know, the seasons are changing, it's time for the crown to be passed on to someone new. I think she's just getting really excited by that fact, which is awesome to see. And then Soul, who is currently thirsty, so you might have to get some drinks from the queen pretty soon. Make sure you don't go outside, honey, because that might be dangerous. She wants to get to know Lady Ursula, her mother. We already know she has a great bond with Ursula, very unlike how Ursula's bond with her own mother was, because Cynthia died when Ursula was only a toddler. So we know that. And as mean as Ursula has been to everyone else, I feel like she's just been an awesome mother. I mean, she is good friends with Soul, and despite the fact that Ursula is self-absorbed, mean, and a snob, her daughter turned out so nice. Her daughter is literally loved by everyone, and she has cheerful, creative, child of the ocean traits. She's gregarious. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body, and everyone adores her. So I think despite everything, Ursula's done like a good job. And oh, I just forgot that Ursula's actually not even here, so we're gonna have to pop in some whims for our ladies that have nothing to do with Ursula because she's not here and we can't do that. Okay, Zelda, I'm gonna have to get you to look for another whim. What's this? Build a snow pal? Okay, well, I'll take you outside at night and you can kind of enjoy yourself building a snow pal. And I'm so sorry, Soul, but we're gonna have to skip that because your mother is not here right now. Make a snow angel. Okay, I will get. So it looks like these ladies are very interested in interacting with the snow. I think they're very excited by that. We already have Oriana who wants to have a snowball fight. Zelda wants to make a snow pal. Soul wants to go ahead and make a snow angel. I'll definitely let them do those things. So, okay. Rowan, how are you going, Rowan? Rowan's also getting thirsty. She wants to go for a flight. So, we'll take her maybe to go and check out some of the other levels we have going on with this particular place because how many levels do we have? I think we only have the 2 levels. No, we've got 3 levels. Oh, yeah, we've got 3 levels, so, she's got plenty of things to explore. We might jump up here and see what we can get done with her. The Queen seems to be interested in young Oriana. Now, she doesn't get along very well with Oriana, because I don't know what it is with her, but Oriana is intimidated by the Queen. Now, why does the Queen want to interact with her, I wonder? She wants to insult Oriana. Okay, so we kind of know this a little bit, but it seems a bit hard to understand because the Queen is in love and has been in love with Nymphadora for a long time, who is the mother of Oriana. But she also, we know, doesn't like weakness in her vampires. Now, there was a period of time where she went a little bit bloodthirsty and took that to the extreme, and she's pulled back from it now. She's become a bit more reserved, but I think she still has that idea of vampires being strong, and she doesn't like the fact that Oriana, out of all the children they've had at the castle, has just come out so weak. She's supposed to be cheerful, but she's not like Soul, who went ahead and did a good job of kind of navigating her life as a cheerful sim in the castle. Even though she was intimidated by all these evil princesses that surrounded her, she turned out fine, and so I don't think the Queen can understand why Oriana is such a weakling and she's so scared of her when the Queen hasn't really ever done anything to make Oriana terrified. It might be that. It might also be the fact that because Nymphadora left without an explanation, almost immediately after Oriana moved in, that the Queen, because that kind of thing, like that event that happened, that incident hasn't been resolved, she doesn't have a closure for it. I think maybe a part of her might blame Oriana for the fact that it was something Oriana did that made it so that Nymphadora felt she had to leave. I don't know, but looks as though the Queen's wanting to be a little bit harsh. She wants to insult Oriana. And, oh, wow. Looks like Freya, this was actually a good trip for Freya because she managed to max out her gardening skill, which is awesome. But let's jump down to her and see what... Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. That looks so nice. We can change the pot color. I'll leave it be. I think that's nice. Black's nice. What else do you want to do, Freya, to relax? This is your relax time. She wants to water a plant. I'm sure we'll be able to find a plant to water. We could even plant something. So there we go. We might have a little project for her where she works on planting a bunch of things out here. But I think we also have, we have a plasma tree. A couple, which she can go ahead and water if she wants and evolve. So there we go. And we probably won't be able to plant anything outside, but definitely... Maybe we might be able to plant some stuff inside. I'll have to see. I will have to see. But guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.